used.
This is the Building Advisory Board meeting for Tuesday, January 14th, 2020. Start with roll call from my right.
Mike McCall. William McBride.
David Miller.
Mark Frazier.
Ryan White. Scott Kraus.
Rick Walters. Greg Nichols.
Refer to staff.
The agenda packet was distributed as required last Friday.
All right. Very good. Guess we'll go on down to number 2.
Approval of the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes as written.
Second. Good.
New business. Minutes approved.
Those in favor.
Oh, all are in favor, vote. Aye.
Aye.
New business.
We don't have any public hearing items. The next item there would be administrative items, and going to have a little bit of discussion over the annual report that I give to the City Commission. So if everybody wants to turn to those sheets of paper, we'll kind of go over that real quick, and we'll go over that a little bit, and afterwards I can call for some input if anybody has anything they'd like to add or change, or if they have any other goals for the year or anything like that. Start off with, this is the annual report for 2019 for the Building Advisory Board. Accomplishments for the year, board held discussion on contractor education regarding credit for attendance of BAB meetings and what constitutes code and non-code credit. A new policy was formed. Second one, board heard a code amendment request to amend the Salina Municipal Code by adding specialty contractor license for hood suppression contractors. And the board held a code appeal hearing for Saddlebrook Valley Communities, 1661 West Republic. The applicant questioned the interpretation by city staff of the Salina Property Maintenance Code. Goals for next year. The board will work with staff to improve code appeal and property maintenance code hearing process. Second one, board will continue to address the continuing education needs for contractors and will provide direction on providing CEU opportunities. What that means is anything that comes up out in the field that may be some confusion out there or anything like that, points from you guys would be great as far as education opportunities that we provide. Currently, we're providing a couple in October every year. But if there's anything else that pops up in the meantime that you think that a class would be good on, we'll do our best to obtain instructors for that. The third one there, the board will continue to seek involvement from design professionals and contractors to ensure that we are providing the best service possible to the residents of Salina. Other items of interest. The board will continue to provide direction to contractors to embrace new ideas regarding continuing education requirements. And then the board held 7 regular meetings and 1 study session for Cora training in 2019. The next sheet just goes over your attendance. If you'd like to know how you did last year, you can see your name on the chart there and let you know what percentage of meetings that were provided and what was attended. At this time, I'd like to open up to the board to see if there's any other items that you guys would like to see in the upcoming year, anything that staff can help on, or any ideas you might have.
Are we going to be starting on the new code stuff this year?
I was just talking with the director about that yesterday. Right now, it's not in the budget For next year, I would guess early 2021 would be when we would start on that. There might be before that, maybe in the fall, like October, November of this year. But right now, it has to do with budgeting and and also with staffing time with other stuff that's going on. It's, as you well know, those of you that have been involved with it before, it's pretty encompassing of what we do to be able to get through all that stuff. So we're working on getting that into the schedule and also into the budget to be able to afford to do that. So right now, it's up to management to, up to management to listen to reports and things like that staff provides them to, in order to fit that in. But it will be coming up soon, and it's definitely on our agenda. Is there any other things, goals or anything like that you guys see that I may have overlooked, or anything you might want to add? All right. I guess that's all I have for that then.
Unfinished or other business?
2 months ago, or the last time we had our meeting, we talked about the code amendment and procedure for code and PMC appeal process. I have that stuff with the holidays and other stuff that's been going on in the city manager's office. Haven't gotten to that yet. However, I'm meeting with him soon, and we should have a final version of that for you guys to go over and vote on for approval to the city commission for code amendment next month.
How's it going with the sprinkler system since they're being required to be licensed? Are you starting to get more of them turned in?
I'm not sure how many licenses do you know, Sue, that we have at this time? Offhand, I don't know. I know when it first went into effect, we had several that did obtain licenses. Since then, I don't know if there's been a whole lot of new ones, but I think that we've been it's been working smoothly so far. I haven't heard a lot of complaints about it, and people are getting understanding that the sprinkler contractor has to pull the permit and include plumbers and electrical if necessary on that. But it's been working pretty smoothly. So I think that was a good thing that went through, I think.
Public forum? Anybody in the audience have anything?
I would like to add, normally I put on the bottom of the agenda, but I neglected to do that this time, whether it's a code or non-code, and obviously we haven't been discussing too many code issues today. So this is a non-code, but everybody still gets credit for it, so.
Got it. So you said we drafted the city drafted a new policy on the code related, or continuing education hours.
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, this says I got 4.25 hours for 7 meetings. That should be a minimum of 7 hours, whether that's 4.25 as code related and 3.75 as uncode related. This does not say I got 7 hours of continuing education credit.
That was, I'm not sure why it says .25. I don't know where we have.
Yeah, I mean, there is no 2.25s. It
Mine
is a full
says
hour.
3.75.
I should have a minimum of 7 hours here. Whether or not they're all code related is irrelevant, but it should be a minimum of 7
Well,
hours,
it
not
should-
4.25.
It's a minimum of a half hour credit for the meeting, not 1
That was
hour.
for the audience.
Right, it used to be 1 hour.
1 hour.
For the board members.
All right, well, I can take a look at that after the meeting, and we can go over that.
If that's all, we'll call for adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second. All signify by saying aye.
I got it.
Nobody got all their hours.
Yeah, I should have got 6.